Good afternoon. I'm Rostine Vahid. You are watching Say News. Here are some of the stories we are working with this hour. Millions of people are in shock. An outage of Facebook and Instagram has hit users around the world. Meta spokesperson Andy Stone says they are aware of the issue. He adds they are working on solving the problem. We will bring you updates on this developing story. Toronto police are looking into the deaths of two teens. The bodies were found on the train tracks just north of the junction. Police say the teens were near Black Creek and Weston Road. They were on an elevated part of the tracks when they were struck and killed. Police are investigating what led to this tragedy. Early March breakers are getting ready to take off. Toronto's Pearson International Airport expects 140,000 people will be traveling through the airport per day. They say there are new, multiple online tools to speed up the process. With spring-like temperatures of 15 degrees, Torontonians are loving the warmth. The temptation to ditch winter coats may be in full effect for those at Eaton Centre, but Toronto is in for a dip in temperature by the midweek, so keep those jackets and hoodies nearby. In sports, the Toronto Maple Leafs in a battle with their division rivals. Bruins up 3-zip, Morgan Riley over to John Tavares, hits the top bar, it counts, Toronto's only goal of the game. The Leafs captain says it's time to step it up.
You know, we have to be really good, for 60 minutes against good hockey clubs, and the margins are small. So, like I said, it's a good reminder and a good lesson for us that we got to take from tonight.
Toronto could be getting its own WNBA team by 2025. This would be the 14th franchise in the league. Toronto catching a glimpse of what could come. Last May, the Minnesota Lynx and the Chicago Sky in a battle at Scotiabank Arena. These are some of the stories we are working on. For Say News, I'm Rostine Vahid. I'll see you at the top of the hour. The Toronto Maple Leafs are on a road trip to Philadelphia. The Buds taking on the Flyers. Mitch Marner left behind. The right winger is still in Toronto recovering from an ankle injury. It happened back on March 7th. He has not been seen at any games or practices. Leafs GM Brad Treliving says he's not worried.
The time frame, maybe a week or two. We're being cautious with it. It's nothing that we feel is going to be long term at all. Ramping Mitch up here this week and see how he responds, but we're hopeful he's going to be back sooner rather than later.
Calgary taking center ice last night, the Flames in a showdown with the Washington Capitals. Halfway through the second, history is made. Nice pass out to John Carlson, sends it to Alexander Ovechkin, slaps it back of the net. Ovechkin scores his 20th goal for 19 straight seasons. Matt Coriento steals the puck, brings it across the ice, nice pass to Braden Pihal. Out in front, Kevin Rooney guides it into the net. The Capitals snuff out the Flames 5-2. From the ice to the diamond, Toronto taking on Baltimore. Right now, the game is at TD Ballpark in Dunedin, Florida. Top of the first, the Orioles get an early lead. Chris Bassett on the mound for the Jays. Tyler Never at the plate. Hits a deep left field. Baltimore has a 1-0 lead. Keep in mind there is much more ball to come. Back to the rink, this time Women's World Curling Championship. Canada facing Italy this morning. Let's head to Nova Scotia. Canada sweeping away the game with this winning rock. The Canucks remain undefeated with an 8-7 victory. Rachel Human, the Canadian skip, saying it's all about teamwork.
We stuck together, we figured out the rocks and the ice, and once we did that, we started making more shots. And it's not easy out here. It doesn't matter who you're playing. Constantini's a phenomenal team, and we thankfully pulled it out.
That's it for sports. I'm Rostine Vahid. From talent on the ice to talent on the stage. Amber, I hear Canada's Got Talent is back.